Ladies and gentlemen, good morning or good afternoon. I want to thank you so much for finding time to watch these videos, and thank you to the new subscribers who are coming in. I realized we are now at 105. We need to celebrate. That's a milestone. Next, we are looking forward to getting to 1,000 subscribers soon and move forward, grow together. This is your channel, in as much as I'm your host. I want to welcome you in a special way and thank you for the support. Today, we want to look at categories of people that we have in Kenya in terms of their lifestyle and how George WAJAKOYA has affected the dynamics of politics in Kenya at the moment. WAJAKOYA is now a darling. I'm told he's giving ladies sleepless nights. Ladies in the house, you can confirm that. Tell me, is WAJAKOYA giving you sleepless nights? The men, I'm told WAJAKOYA has now a massive following. How does this affect William RUTO and how does it affect Raila Odinga, the two front runners to the August 9th presidential elections? This is how I look at it. Let's look at the hustler nation. When William RUTO came up with the hustler narrative, he convinced majority of people in Kenya, those of we call the crowd, the lower cadre, the people who he thought are at the lowest part of the economic ladder, the sufferers, that's how they call themselves. But before I proceed, I've categorized this category of people into two. One, we have the hustlers and we have the sufferers. You will know where you belong soon. Now, a hustler, according to the definition, the Cambridge Dictionary, it says it's a person adept at aggressive selling or illicit dealing. A small-time hustler trying to sell their stuff. That's how it puts it. Number two, it also defines another definition of a hustler. It says it's a prostitute. So the ladies at some streets in Nairobi who are practicing that, they're hustlers. The ladies wenye wanakula fare, they're also hustlers because they have a category as we look down. So these are the people who William RUTO is convincing. We still have more. I'm looking at hustlers according to RUTO's definition, that these are people who've come from somewhere low and they've worked their way and they've earned a living and they are now somewhere or they are headed somewhere. That's according to William Samoei RUTO. Now, hustlers have some work to do, according to my opinion. They have convinced themselves that wera ni wera, kazi ni kazi, that any job, you need to appreciate any job that you're doing. That's good. I don't dispute that. But remember, not all hustlers can explain their source of income. Some are conmen. Even a conman is a hustler. He's in the business of conning people. Some are thieves. Some are fraudsters. Some are genuine, like land brokers. If a land broker sells you land and you give him a commission, or a car dealer, that is a genuine business. Now, there's a category all those hustlers who are hustling at another level, like on a higher level, they've earned a living, they've already made it. I call them first-class hustlers, according to William Ruto. Now, that is where William Ruto belongs. He calls himself a hustler, and yet he owns 5 choppers. He owns mansions. He owns Western Hotel and other things, other material wealth. So he's still calling himself a hustler. Then I can call him a first-class hustler. There are third-class hustlers. The mamambogas, the borders, the side chicks, those people who are actually at the lower cadre, as I said. They are still hustling. They've not made it, but they are trying their level best. So Ruto is now in trouble because WAJAKOYA has come to split this category. WAJAKOYA will take part of these people because it takes me to the second part of my analysis. The second part of my analysis is we have people who are called sufferers.
Na wamadha matunda wanachapa vibanda sieta tenjeri dunda nikacheki buda roho yangu ikadunda nikakumbuka kipako sisi ni masafara 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 masafara sisi ni masafara masafara sisi ni masafara masafara sisi ni masafara.
A sufferer is one who suffers, one who endures, undergoes suffering, one who sustains inconvenience or a loss, suffers by poverty or sickness. When you loot public funds, like you are employed in the county government or KEMSA or somewhere, and you loot, the money you take, the people you leave behind the curtain are categorized as sufferers because they cannot get what they were supposed to get, their benefits. You've left them to suffer. So they are sufferers. WAJAKOYA belongs here. Get me right. He has suffered from his childhood, but he has not stolen. Most of these sufferers, not all sufferers are thieves. As I said, I categorized thieves in the category of hustlers because they sent themselves to go and steal. So they are hustling at their level. So sufferers, not necessarily, they don't have to be necessarily thieves, but they are suffering because of the actions of other people. They are educated, some of them. WAJAKOYA is so educated. He has now a following. These people, most of them live in very poor conditions, in ghettos, in slums. Most of them are jobless. Another thing, majority of them use drugs, unfortunately. They are suffering because they've become drug addicts. They smoke weed, and that is what WAJAKOYA is selling. He's planning to plant a massive I'm told acres of weed, marijuana, and other ideas. They've got ideas, but implementing those ideas where the rubber meets the road, that's the problem. Some people may interpret it like sufferers are wishful thinkers. Some of them do not even have capital to start their businesses. So most of these guys who have suffered for a long time. Someone told me that Arsenal fans belong to that category of sufferers because they've been waiting for a trophy. I'm an Arsenal fan, by the way, but I don't think I'm in that category. We are not suffering. We are surviving, and we are patient. So sufferers are the people now following William Ruto. If you've gotten the difference, William Ruto gave hustlers and sufferers combined hope that he is now their savior, and that is why most of them followed him. But now that WAJAKOYA has come, William Ruto will be in trouble because he has split this group of hustlers and reminded them that we have different categories. We have sufferers and we have hustlers. And according to me, sufferers are many. If they decide to vote for WAJAKOYA, this is how it's going to affect even Raila Odinga. Imagine if he takes a portion of about 10% of the votes of the sufferers. They could have voted for Raila Odinga or they could have voted for William Ruto. We'll go for a runoff. Unfortunately, the 50+1 will be a mirage. That is my take. Tell me what you think. I want to thank you for taking time to watch the video. And to the new subscribers, welcome. And in Swahili we say, karibu sana. God bless you. See you in the next video as we analyze deep into the effects of WAJAKOYA's entry into politics. Thank you, guys.